You can design your own hell. Oh, it makes my face red. Oh, barely recovered from that. Welcome to Graeme Games. My name's Graeme. This is a game. We are looking at Hell Architect Prologue, a colony sim game where you design your very own hell. Not to live in. It's not like any sort of like you committed crimes and now you're cast in some ironic torture that you're going to live out for the rest of your days. No, you get to do that for other people. You're like a travel agent. Yes, it is a prologue. It's like an early look at things. I'll take my chances. Get me on in there. There are scenarios that you can play through, so you can just kind of do these short sessions, little missions, specific events, things like that. Or you can do a sandbox where it just keeps playing out and you keep tweaking and manipulating things. Yeah. Since this is a first look at the game, I think this is one of the instances where it would be valuable to maybe actually... Well, yeah, hell, we're going to do hell. We're playing Hell Architect. It could be valuable to actually do the tutorial.
So, you're that new intern, huh? I'm Frank, and I'm gonna train you for Junior Hell Manager.
You could try and be a little enthused about it, Frank. Like, the amount I'm going to be able to get excited about it is proportional to your own. Easy peasy. Who do I hire? Surely I can just pay someone to do this job, yes? And connect up with there. Maybe these connect. Now are you satisfied? It's a lot of digging. Population 3 sinners. Where are they? I restarted, and this time there's actually... It actually loaded in a starting thing. This didn't work the first time. So now I actually have people. We have Abel, Eve, and Matthew. They all have biblical names. Oh, they're sins. Abel was envious. Eve and Matthew were both prideful. Oh, it totally messes up their, like, how good they are at different things. Oh, I have 2 people who suck at digging specifically. That's terrible for me. I do want some sweet, sweet ore, so I'm going to put you all to work on this. We'll start branching out our tunnels in a way that specifically tackles that as a problem. Let me just kind of branch things. I'm picturing like an ant colony, you know? I don't want things to get too fancy. I want it to be kind of random in the ways that it branches and makes its way around, the way they connect up. There, that should be like plenty of different things for you guys to go to work on. You can, this is an interesting thing I stumbled across. You can work to set higher priorities. So it's like, yeah, you definitely want to start there. You can get around to that one a little later. Do we actually need ladders or anything? Or can you guys just become like really good rock climbers? I don't think I meant to make a little hole there. That just seems like it's increasing the complexity of how you move around. That's fine. That's its own little torture. That's a part of it. That's just how hell works. Get used to it. Your ad here, is that an actual thing I could do? Could I actually pay to have an ad in this game? I'm gonna get him to build a little platform. Does it move? No, that's it. So now you should be able to walk across, right? Okay, sorry that I've stranded you down there. That's fine. Oh, because I lowered the priority on that one, no one's like getting around to it. Well, there you go. Now it's slightly higher. I like watching him dig up. Dig up, stupid. The classic Simpsons quote. I think rather than building a ladder, you can just dig your way out of this problem. Isn't that an ultimate solution? Doesn't that satisfy everyone? Get on down. Hustle up. I want to see any of this lollygagging. I suppose I could build you a basic ladder. If you're gonna be such a hard-on about it. There should already be hellfire all over the place. It's kind of, you know, now that you say it, it kind of seems like we're not actually in hell. We're just kind of underground. Is Frank just some weird, sadistic, like, guy who captured a bunch of people and convinced them they had gone to hell and is, like, actually just running some mad cult down here or something. This is my suspicion. Not gonna. I don't trust Frank. Oh, get some good old skull piles. We do have the resources for it, I guess. But instead we'll just get some coal going. How about right here? It seems a little bit. I can't. Oh, up on the wall. That'll look beautiful. High priority. You guys are gonna want that. Want that light. It's gonna look spectacular. They're mining the metal ore and it's taking them forever. So we got Eve down here just doing all the work. Just crushing it. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, just kind of drop off the map. So we want to, it's like the opposite of The Sims. You want their hunger and their sanity and everything to be reduced.
Start with collecting the resources required to build it. Okay, you already have all the required resources.
Already there. Torture. Let's, you just plop it wherever, hey? Like, if I just stick it right in front of you there, are you dummies just gonna, like, walk on in? Just take it upon yourselves to torture? Just give yourselves a quick round of torture? I was thinking about placing it, like, directly where they were, but I could spread things around a little bit, I suppose. I could also build some ladders so that they have nice convenient access, safe convenient access to the torture. I think that's what a good manager would do. I would like all of you to build this ladder first. That's going to be pretty key. Although now I've screwed myself because now I need you to build this ladder. This ladder comes first. Start with this ladder, then get to this one. Now we're talking. The Iron Maiden has its own card. Oh, well, there you go. Climb on in. Do your duty. Grind out a bit of suffering for everyone else, you know? Everyone's got to take their turn sooner or later. I have to provide them somewhere to sleep? I guess it's up to me if I choose to leave them in there or not. Like, I could totally just leave them in there and just continually build suffering. I don't have to let them out. But, you know, just leave them in there for however long. Tiredness. The structure increases their fatigue and their bladder. So not only are you getting stabbed to death forever and not being allowed to sleep, but you can't even pee. What a sad existence. Kind of perfect, isn't it? Alright, I'll give you guys at the bottom, over here. This is now your sleeping quarters, I guess. So, you know, have fun making it over to there. Oh, I can totally just pick people up and move them around? What are the limits to that? Oh, you're not actually doing it. They still have to walk around and do it themselves. So there's that. I think I'll just leave Eve in there. I think we got the gist of it. We can move on to the prologue. I don't want to spend forever in the tutorial. Try to get a little bit of story up in here. Looking good, bud. It's a hell of a portrait too. Really making good use of geometry to map it all out. Looked fantastic. Oh, there was the American Gothic joke, like a play on that picture in the background there. Oh, the leaf is not a part of the portrait. It's floating separately. I guess in hell they might care less about crudeness and obscuring anyone's, their shame, you know, anything like that.
Okay, rookie. Let's get to work.
Yeah, I'm feeling ready for it.
Sinners keep coming, so we have to keep building. The suffering must flow. There are rumors that you'll have a chance to prove yourself with a big new project. But let's start you off with something a little less ambitious.
Is the suffering must flow like a joke about Dune? The spice must flow, the suffering?
Gather the resources and build an Iron Maiden. Meanwhile, I'll get the deeds from Lilithon. What do you need to do next?
Hail, Master. I'm Bob, your assistant imp, here to help you in your hellish endeavors.
I feel like this imp is meant to be a little bit like Clippy, and if that's what they're going for, I wish they would have leaned into it a little bit harder, made him impy.
The is divided into multiple stages. Check its panel to see the amount of suffering required to finish stages. Once you bank enough suffering, you can start building.
This really seems like they're re-tutorialing me, and I hate when a game does that. They're like, play the tutorial, but then when you play the actual game, I'm just gonna teach it all to you again anyways. It's maybe not going as extreme as that, but like a little bit. Like I probably don't need this much of a handhold.
Make sure you manage your personal circle of hell and watch over your sinners. If you need to, you can always refer back to the tutorial.
Yeah, I know I can go back to... That's fine. You know, it's fine. That's plenty of information. It doesn't need to pile on that much, you know? I'll figure it out. I'll gather the gist. I suppose I don't need to mine every little thing. Sometimes it's probably better to, like, not mine out everything. This time I'll be focusing more on, like, putting in platforms and things like that. I also would very much like one person to build over to one of these books. I think that could be worth exploring. Dig some resources while you're at it. You might as well get going on some of that. And I'll slowly help you guys out by building a bit of ladders up to there. You guys... Oh, good. I can build on top of you. You'll understand. You'll figure it out. No one's gonna build a ladder piercing straight through themselves. They're smart cookies. They know what the haps is. I'll have some platforms that I can have, like flat earth. Oh, I don't like that sentence. That's how you end up down here. Now I kind of have to like alternate this in a way where I'm constantly building this ladder while they're trying to dig up at this roof here. It's fine. They'll figure it out. They're brilliant. I have full trust in these employees. They'll be just great. Yeah, you guys can have some dirt beds. There you go. Two beds right up over in like the starting spot. That'll be great. I think as long as you have things only one step like that, then they are capable of like crawling and stair stepping. Look at that, they can still even reach the ladder, which I fully didn't expect. Watching the way they kind of like just slid their way into place, it went incredibly well. I had no faith that would work the way it did. Good for you guys. I'm honestly quite proud. Do you know what? You've earned yourself your very first Iron Maiden, and that's my gift to you. You put yourselves out there. You showed me what you're capable of doing. If I leave you all on your own at full autonomy, and yeah, you delivered. So there you're congrats. The boiling oil also requires 0 suffering. So, you know, once you guys are done with that, once you're done wasting my time, then get on down here. We'll clear all that out. Can you please go worry about other things, for crying out loud? Oh, maybe they can't climb down that. There's this is the problem. I wish I could just put dirt in rather than having to build these platforms. But no, I have stranded everyone. There you go. Now you can do it. Happy clams. Alright, this is I'm very curious what's going to happen here. I don't understand.
I'm Lilith, Mother of Demons, and head of Hell's HR department. You can address me as Your Unholy Highness.
I probably won't do that.
Our evil lord Beelzebub wants us to build a monument to his wonderful wickedness. So get cracking.
I'm building towards it. Do we not have, like, all of eternity to worry about this and potentially get that done? What is that piece of hair doing? I'll get around to it, okay? 3,000 suffering? That's 300. Potatoes. Barely even potato seeds. It's nothing. The base on which the statue of Beelzebub will stand. I'll get around to it. Beelzebub rules. We can do it. It's perfectly reasonable. Oh, there's also a giant nuclear bomb, a structure blocker. Not everything can be dug up. For example, this. Oh, Oh. Well, that's disappointing. I would like to cancel those tasks. Yep. That really seemed like, oh, I'll go collect the Bible and read up on some old revelations or something and use that to come up with some fresh, new, cool tortures to apply to all of our pals here. And like, that made perfect sense to me. So I was actively like trying to pursue that. I guess no one here cares as much as I do about making hell a place that you truly don't want to live. I'm sorry to learn that not everyone is on the same page and has the same passion for torture and suffering that I do. You know, you like to think that you're working with professionals and that all of you care an equal amount, and it just doesn't always work out that way. And that's it's a little disappointing to learn that you're just gonna have to do everything yourself. And that's the way it is. Make sure I have a way back out for people, because some of you are not being tortured. And I'm sorry, but that needs to be the case. And we'll have someone else coming soon. And you know what? I'm debating whether or not I immediately torture them or whether I give them a little bit of time to live out their life and do whatever it is they need. And I don't know. They'll have a chance to like dig and do some manual labor before I start torturing them. I'm kind like that. I'm a very giving overlord. Who's most happy? All of you guys have fantastic sanity, are pleased and happy. Matthew, I'm sorry you chose to lag behind the group like that. That was your first mistake. Your second mistake was being human. Cause that just means you have to be tortured now and again. That's the deal. I'm sorry. Guess you shouldn't have been a part of such a sinful species. But yeah, now you have to deal with a lifetime of this. Is anyone like tired? Some of you are like hungry. Oh, you gotta use the toilet. Hey, we could have a discreet little toilet out here somewhere for you, away from everything else. The water squeezer, a simple mechanism to squeeze water from. Well, maybe it's better not to know. It's not really a toilet, is it? It's gonna just smush water out of you? That's quite gross. But there's a latrine for poop, this for pee, and this for milkshakes. And there's a water purifier? Why does this stuff exist? I don't know. But you guys are gonna have a little poop seat over. Do you know what? We'll hollow out a little space for it rather than having it right out in the open there. That's crude. So we'll move things around. Well, now I want to mine all of this now that I see that it exists. I just immediately feel that needs to happen. So what I will do for all of you, and here's me once again being a great guy. I'm gonna set aside just a little quiet. You guys will have a fun little poop corner, and you're gonna love it. I guarantee it. Oh, fresh blood, newbie, Patricia, good for you. Sorry, Nero or Eve? Oh, Eve is one of the OGs, like just in the Bible at large, not just of our little hell here. But I just have to think that that's gonna have like bonus points, that there's some extra good suffering that's bound to come out of that. No? Yes? Possibly? That's where that's going. That's what I had in mind there. Perfection. Brilliant. Food, you guys want to be able to eat now and again? I guess. Fresh Farms produces delicious stale meat. There's no butcher from the Diablo joke that no fresh meat. Cauldron, whatever is being cooked in it may smell like a stale corpse, but it will give tired sinners a decent dose of calories to work. You guys can make some little food for yourself on the job. That is good. I suppose you need nourishment. That's kind of... I wouldn't expect it, really. You know, I kind of thought that you would all just figure out your own... Hell wouldn't have that. I'm just surprised. I genuinely thought you just wouldn't need food anymore. Maybe that's why it's hell, not heaven, is that you still at some point have to carve out time to, like, cook dinners for yourself and make sure you catch a nap. You don't want to get too tired. Like, all of that sounds really terrible. You going for a toot? A poop? His bladders? Okay, so he takes it upon himself. I was scared I was going to have to drag you guys around and, like, tell you, like, it's time for you to go use the bathroom. Nah, you got to figure that out for yourself. I don't know how to provide you guys with, like, food. The farm. The flesh farm. Not a fresh farm. Flesh farm. So you guys go ahead, stick that down here, I think, as soon as this... I don't know where to put it. Right next to the cauldron, I guess. Farm up some grub, cook it up as soon as you're ready. Great for everyone. They'll go put themselves to bed, right? Don't have to, like, read them a bedtime story or anything like that. They've got that entirely covered. So I'm guessing now if you want to farm things properly... I don't know anymore. Like, farm will produce certain stuff that you then have to be able to put into the cauldron, but the cauldron specifically is going to need... what exactly? Let's turn this upper part into, like, a whole extraction hub. If you disgusting humans are just gonna walk around filled with bodily fluids and things that are constantly needing to be squeezed out of you, then yeah, I'll build some squeezers. I could benefit from that. Give me your water. Quit hoarding all of it. Give. Learn to give. Oh, this is over here generating meat. It's using dirt. Generates meat. And then out the side here, you'd start turning that into delicious grub. Metal bucket. Get some other stuff out of you. It seems like they produce different things, and we could purify a bit of water. That's going to come up at some point. Now, hopefully all of this stitched together. Hey, he finished his full cycles, and his sanity is doing great. For some reason, he's just having a hell of a time. Really enjoying himself. We have so many prideful people, wrath, envious, different traits. Get special bonuses for assigning the sinner to a torture with the blood trait. Or get special bonuses by assigning the sinner to a torture with small spaces. Or with fire. Those are the main ones. Some of their modifiers. Increases value of fire trait by 100%. Full of strength. Needs are slowly starting to decline. But still not bad. Your character will generate 150% of the base suffering in the torture. So sufferful. Good for them. People are just popping some squats in the bathrooms. All of that seems to be going just fine and dandy. Oh, we need far more suffering than we're currently pumping out. I thought we were doing, like, kind of okay. A furnace would be great. In the flames of hell, fire, the suffering sizzles. So nice and pleasant. You guys actually, like, when you don't have anything else to do, you go torture yourselves. This is fantastic. That's so great. This is much appreciated by all the higher ups and the lower downs and all the denizens of hell. It really, thank you for putting in the extra miles. That overtime does not go unnoticed, but unfortunately it does go unpaid. So thank you for trying. But I got nothing for you. No real rewards there. What do you expect? You're in hell. I might as well dig through some of these resources. Get some of you people working towards some extra stuff. Up and around there. They're kind of just like, hot, bad. Just like the tiny little grunts and noises. Crack me up. Shouldn't be taking so much joy out of their pain, but, you know, can't help it. At one point, one of you will go start making food and poops and what have you. As soon as it's truly needed. I figured I would speed things up to get more people more often. Upgrade requires 50 suffering. You know what? Let's try it out. Oh, look at all those extra spikes. Far better. Although I assume it's more efficient. I assume it gains suffering more frequently, right? It's gotta be something. Do the decorations create suffering? I don't think so. I think they just exist. Oh, good job stranding yourself, dinguses. You're hungry? Go eat then. It's like not my job. I expect you guys to go feed yourselves. Are you kidding me, man? Go deal with this. No, cut that. Don't complain if you're not gonna do anything. Come on. Look at him reading the paper. Sinner in critical state. Well, go do something about it. There we go. Someone's cooking. Someone's taking it upon themselves. Thank you. Thank you, team. Cooking up some smelly goop. Good stuff. Go torture yourself. Go to sleep. Go do something. There, crawling away for a quick nap. Someone had to do it. All the smelly gloop you could ever want. Yum, yum, yum. Everyone's doing great. I probably built too many things. Oh, they're all starving. Hurry it up down here. There's like a decent amount of food all of a sudden. Yeah, I understand that you're like critical. You're wigging out. You're having a terrible time. Your sanity, your hunger. What about all the food you've literally just made? Go eat it. Oh yeah, you load up on those excrements. That's fantastic. Now you're gonna start cooking? When are you guys gonna eat? Trough. They need a trough to eat out of. I'm sorry, I didn't realize how disgusting you all were. That was beyond my knowledge. My bad. Now you guys will be all set. You have everything you need. I didn't realize I was gonna have to take a minute to take apart the what are you doing? What are you doing up there? Oh, he was building. He was building the trough from super far away. That was a little confusing to witness. I just wanted to take that away because I wanted to stick another trough down there. There you go, eating all your delicious smelly goop. Everyone loves it. You guys are fine, right? You're gonna go down there. Two people can use a trough at a time. That's kind of why I thought I wanted to have an extra trough on the go. People are rested. People are eating. I punched my mic a little bit. People are happy, I guess. Oh, now all of a sudden there's not enough food again. This is getting crappy for me very quickly. I'm gonna build some more farms out here so they can just constantly pump out meat, and people can. Oh my God, they're all doing so terribly. They're all still so starving. Now they're all thirsty, guys. You all need to work on this amongst yourselves. I can't do everything for you. Is Eve dead or something? Sim is currently in limbo. Your sinner's lost. They lost their mind. However, you can turn them back from their way to limbo. Remember to take better care of your subordinates. Where are you at? How do I help you? Oh, you have to buy them out of limbo. They're already in hell. They have it so bad in hell that they get let out of hell? It's confusing how that plays out. Have I not built you guys like every possible thing? Drink dispenser? Is this what you don't have? That I need you guys to have? Oh, this is all collapsing very aggressively. It's all getting away from me. But anyways, I think that, even though I didn't even complete it, I think that gives you a sense of how this game plays out. Mining things around. Cool. I like the looks of that. Building your farms, your torture devices, all what have you. The hell theme is fun, but it also kind of like only partially makes sense. Somewhat. Like the fact that they have to sleep and eat and drink and stuff. That all seems weird to me. It's fine. I think I put in about as much time as I plan to. I'll have a link down below. You can check it out for yourselves. Wishlist it. Keep an eye out. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.